You know how people say love can conquer all? They clearly haven't met Lagos traffic, or Abike, or Runner G. Because trust me, when love takes a ride through the streets of Lagos, wearing designer sunglasses on one side and balancing a tray of Fanyogo ice cream on the other, things are bound to get spicy. Today, we're diving into a story where wealth and poverty shake hands, and then proceed to arm wrestle. Spoiler alert, one of them cheats. Our tale begins on the hot, chaotic streets of Lagos, where car horns are like background music and street hawkers sprint like Olympians between honking danfos. Enter Runner G. He's not your average hawker. Oh no, he's a young man with dignity, a sharp mind, and the kind of English that makes you pause and think, wait, why is this guy selling ice cream and not running a TED Talk? But life hasn't been kind to Runner G. After the sudden death of his father, he's left to take care of his sick mother and teenage sister. So, with an ice cream tray as his business and his only weapon against poverty, he hustles every day under the scorching Lagos sun.
Where it's gonna be hot.
Now, somewhere far from the sweat and struggle of the streets, behind high walls taller than your dreams, lives a girl named Abike. Rich, beautiful, the apple of her father's eye. Actually, scratch that, she's the whole orchard. Daddy's favorite. She's got money, power, and enough attitude to power an entire city grid. Abike isn't your typical delicate rich girl sipping smoothies by the pool. No. She's fierce, cunning, and has a brain as sharp as her designer heels. She could stand up to her father and win. And believe me, that man is not someone you want to mess with.
You're goddamn right.
But fate, with its wicked sense of humor, decides to play matchmaker. One day, in the chaos of Lagos traffic, Abike notices a hawker, our Runner G, running like his life depends on it, because honestly, it kind of does. She's intrigued. This isn't your average street boy shouting ice cream, buy your Fanyogo. Runner G is different, polished, mysterious. The kind of guy who says good afternoon with proper enunciation, making you question everything you thought you knew about social class.
I'm shocked.
And just like that, Abike decides, I want to know this guy.
Who are you?
Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, this is going to be one of those rich girl meets poor boy cue romantic soundtrack stories. Ha, sit tight. This is Lagos. And in Lagos, even love comes with traffic jams and toll gates. So their relationship begins. At first, it's small talk during Runner G's ice cream rounds. Then Abike upgrades the meeting point to her poolside. From street dust to clear blue water, Runner G's life just got a major location upgrade. But as these meetings turn into conversations, and conversations turn into, well, whatever it is teenagers with too much time and hormones get into, something becomes clear. Both of them want something. And not necessarily the same thing.
What a twist!
See, Abike might look like a sweet, innocent girl in her sundress, but don't be fooled. This girl is her father's daughter, intelligent, manipulative, and fearless. She plays her cards close to her chest, always watching, always calculating. And Runner G? He may be poor, but he's no fool either. He knows there's something off about this perfect princess with the perfect life. But hey, she's gorgeous. And when you've been sweating on the streets all day, sipping juice by a pool with a rich girl feels like heaven. So he stays.
Cookie!
And here's where the plot thickens. Runner G has secrets. Deep, dark ones that he's locked away, hoping never to touch again. He thinks the past should stay buried. But Lagos, like life, has a way of digging things up. And soon enough, Runner G finds a letter written by his father to an old friend. Add to that a chat with the woman who helped him start his ice cream hustle, and some ramblings from Mr. T, a ranting madman with more sense than people give him credit for. And suddenly, the puzzle pieces start to form a picture he doesn't like. And oh boy, when that picture becomes clear, Runner G realizes this isn't just a summer fling by the pool. This is a web. A sticky, dangerous web spun by the Johnson family. And yes, Abike is right in the center of it, smiling sweetly like a black widow.
You smiling?
You see, as much as Abike fascinates him, her world is dark. Behind those 50-meter walls are secrets soaked in greed, power, and blood. The kind of secrets that show you that in this game called Lagos Life, the rich don't just play dirty, they own the dirt. As Runner G digs deeper, the truth hits him like a Lagos pothole at full speed. Not all that glitters is gold. In fact, some of it is poison wrapped in shiny paper. This twisted tale of love, lies, and Lagos is none other than The Spider King's Daughter by Chibundu Onuzo. And let me tell you, this book had me hooked from page 1. Now let's talk about this story. On the surface, it feels familiar. Rich girl, poor boy, love blooming against all odds. We've read it before, right? Wrong. Chibundu Onuzo takes that classic setup and turns it on its head. This isn't some sappy Cinderella story. This is a sharp, layered narrative that asks some uncomfortable questions about class, power, and the invisible chains that hold people where they are. The book is told in alternating first-person perspectives, jumping between Abike and Runner G. And honestly, I love this.
Sweet.
It's like sitting in on two private conversations, one in a luxury living room, the other in a crowded Lagos street corner. Through their voices, you get the raw, unfiltered reality of two worlds that are miles apart, even when they're sitting side by the pool. And then there's the language. Chibundu nails it. The contrast between the polished English of the rich and the raw, rhythmic cadence of street pidgin? Perfect. It never feels forced or cartoonish. It's just enough to remind you where you are, in a Lagos that's alive, chaotic, and brutally honest.
Impressive.
What really impressed me was the character work. Abike is not your average spoiled princess. She's smart, calculating, and, let's be honest, a little scary. She's not out here looking for Prince Charming. She's playing her own game. And Runner G? He's equally compelling. Yes, he's struggling, but he's got pride, he's got intelligence, and he refuses to be anyone's charity case. As the story unfolds, you realize this isn't just about two people falling in love, or, failing to. It's a metaphor for the very structure of society, a system designed to keep the rich richer and the poor trapped in poverty, with honestly no ladder in sight. It's about manipulation, exploitation, and the brutal truth that in a city like Lagos, dreams can be crushed faster than you can say hold up. And the ending? Whew, let's just say it leaves you with a taste of bitterness and truth. It's not a fairy tale, it's reality dressed in fiction. Let's break down the themes real quick. Economic duality. The book screams it from page 1. Two worlds, two realities, one city, and the gulf between them keeps widening. Power and manipulation. Whether it's in relationships or business deals, the strong prey on the weak. It's survival of the richest. The illusion of social mobility. Runner G's story is the perfect example of how, in certain systems, no matter how hard you run, you're still on a treadmill. Corruption and brutality. This isn't just about individuals. It's about a society that's rigged, about systems that thrive on inequality. Now let's give a round of applause for Chibundu Onuzo. Born in Lagos in 1991, Chibundu started writing at 17, got an agent at 18, signed with Faber and Faber at 19, and published The Spider King's Daughter at 21. Oh, and all this while studying history at King's College London. I mean, what were we all doing at 21? Certainly not becoming the youngest woman ever signed by a major publishing house. And when she's not writing, she's either playing the piano or singing. Basically an overachiever in the best way possible. So, if you're looking for a fast-paced, sharp, and thought-provoking read that takes you straight into the heart of Lagos, with its glitter and its grime, its sweetness and its venom, pick up The Spider King's Daughter. Trust me, this web is worth getting caught in. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you're interested in diving deeper into this book, I've left some links down in the description. You can use it to grab yourself a copy and keep the adventure going. And if you're in the mood for more great reads, don't go just yet. Click on one of the videos popping up right now that I think you'll love. And don't forget to give this review a like, leave a comment, or even subscribe if you'd like to see more. Every bit of support helps us grow this little community of book lovers. See you in the next one.